Coach, after reassessing the pitching staff, what seems to be the plan for you guys on the mound this weekend?
I think overall, if you're probably asking about personnel, we're not quite there yet, but just executing pitches the entire game and not just segments or parts of the game. And I think every guy that has pitched bad has pitched well. So to me, if you've pitched well, you can pitch well, and you can hit your spots and you can execute. And if you're that same guy that can strike a bunch of guys out, you can be the guy that doesn't give up, hard contact that just seems to be home runs right now, right? Any mistake seems to be a homer, but that's the plan, right? If you look at our numbers as a whole, as far as throwing strikes, not walking people, those are good, but you must put people away. And in the end, analytics and all that are great, but the result is the most important thing. We just got to limit hard contact. Guys get cheap hits. We have no defense for that, but limiting hard contact. And if you hit your spot and you go to your location and they put a good swing on it, you tip your cap.
You said you're not ready to make an announcement regarding the personnel of the rotation and all of that. What are some of the things you're still weighing, and when do you hope to have that answer?
We'll have it when we're supposed to have it tomorrow by Thursday at 10
o'clock.
So we'll have it tomorrow, Thursday by 10.
Do you expect any kind of change, or could it be staying the same?
There's a lot of different options, but right now we're still evaluating exactly what we want to do, and then tomorrow at 10 we got to have our answer in.
Speaking of pitching, obviously Texas on the other side, a quality staff there. What have you seen from them, and what's the scout been on those guys?
Yeah, they're really good. I mean, they're really good. Probably the best pitching staff in the country. They throw a ton of strikes. They put people away when you're supposed to put them away. They limit hard contact. They got a lot of really good arms. All their starters are A+. Their relievers are really good. They're as good as it gets. They're going to be a really big challenge for our offense. It's been really good, and they just do a lot of things well. They're competitive. They got great stuff too. It's not just strikes and no stuff, but they're about as complete of a pitching staff as a team could have. So they're going to be a huge challenge for us, and going to be a really big test for us as a whole.
If a change is made to weekend rotation, does it help that you guys played just Thursday, Friday last week and could reset on a normal rest schedule if needed?
If we were to, yeah, sure. But again, I'm not trying to be avoid the question. I don't. Yes, that definitely helps for sure. You could change everything, but we're not to that point yet.
How I know you've been part of a lot of college baseball series. How electric do you think this one is going to be with everything involved and the prices out there to get in price and everything?
Are they getting pretty high, the prices?
Football levels.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I think it's great for the sport. I think the one thing that definitely is a huge part of this whole thing is you got two really good baseball teams. You got a team that's second in the conference, a team that we're fourth. All that's meaningless now after 4 weeks, but you got two really good baseball teams that have played well. I think that's the product on the field is going to be huge for the environment, right? And then you got the rivalry, which is the best in college sports in my opinion. So I think all of it's great for the sport. I mean, this sport is growing rapidly, and when you got two big brands coming in and playing at a place like Bluebell and just in the middle of the thick of your conference where both teams are really desperate to win, I think you're going to get a great product on the field, and you mix that with a great environment, I think it just magnifies everything. So I think the excitement level should be excited. It's Texas and Texas A&M, but I think the part two that's going to make it even better is you got two quality teams going to battle.
When you have such a big rivalry and could be a lot of emotions fueled in, does it help with the guys that were there last year going to Austin? They've kind of already been through a series like this before.
Yeah, I think it's different, right? Because yes, to one point, yes, but the other point is we were there and it felt like no one was with us, right? And I think about the environment here is everyone's, except for their section they get up there, but everyone's with us and behind us. So it's definitely different, right? But you got to channel those emotions in a different way, right? You have to play the game like you're playing in a fall scrimmage and playing one pitch at a time. So same but different. But all of it is just playing with emotion and not being emotional is the biggest thing whenever you get in an environment, rivalry, all of that.
I know this is going to be Jim's first time back to Aggie Land since he left. Are you hopeful that people can, behave themselves and not cross any lines in the stands?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, in everything in life, I hope people can behave themselves. But as far as anything beyond fan banter, I think we're going to be fine at that. I think people are going to come here and they're excited because we're playing Texas and the rival. And yeah, I don't expect anything out of bounds, but I expect it to be pretty freaking rowdy, and I want it to be.
You were coaching alongside those guys a long time. Is there still guys you keep up with and talk with in the offseason?
Yeah, I mean,
and stuff?
here and there. Like I love Nolan Kane to death, and I got a lot of respect for those guys, and I talk to them every now and then. Like Jim will check in with me to see how I'm doing, but nothing more than that, man. I mean, I know I understand everything, but I do have personal relationships with those guys, and they were really good to me when I was here. But at the same time, we step on the field, that means nothing to me in that moment. They want to beat me as bad as I want to beat them.
I know you've already faced them before, but it'll be a little different now that they're coming back to your house. I mean, is that going to be weird just seeing that staff, that coaching staff here at Olsen, but on the other side?
It's not as weird for us as I think it might be for everyone else, just because with so many days have passed and recruiting and all these things. It's not for me, honestly. I think last year a little bit, it was definitely a different. That was definitely different, right? It's unavoidable. Me sitting here at this point right now, I don't really care, to be honest with you.
TK's had some limited playing opportunities recently, but just, it seems like every time something big happens, he's one of the first guys out of the dugout. Just what have you seen from him? Just, being maybe an energy guy on the bench and, trying to contribute in that way.
Yeah, I think the part with TK is TK hasn't done anything wrong. TK was kind of struggling a little. There's a Tuesday, Jorian got in the game, and this guy's really good. And then at Missouri, we go and TK plays 2 of the 3, and the other guys play 2 of the 3, and they just played just a little bit better, right? And then you go into Tuesday, they played well again, and then you go into Vandy, but TK's right there, and TK's going to play this weekend. But to that point, TK's an awesome teammate, and yeah, he knows we got good players. That's important to have guys that can play, and sometimes you're in there and you get your opportunity and kind of maybe runs its course a little bit, then you get the next guy in. So TK made an awesome play last night. I mean, that played out, it gets overshadowed. We didn't win the game, and it didn't end up being, they ended up getting first and second. We got out of it, but you get right in the game, and a guy blitzes one down the third baseline that looks like it's an obvious double, and he cuts it off backhand and throws it to second. I think maybe him and only Sorrell could make that play. So yeah, he's great. TK's great. You're gonna see him this weekend for sure, and he's a really good player for us, and he's a really good person.
So what does the plan for TK this weekend look like, and also in the DH role?
Yeah, I mean, it's that combo, right, of obviously our DH role wasn't great last night, and then you always can DH Dewar and get TK in there, and I think there's a possibility to see that, but I mean, TK's going to play. So where exactly, when exactly, not exactly sure, but I mean, Terrence Keel is playing this weekend because I got faith and trust in him. Not that I don't in the other guys, but he's a really good defender, and I think in a game like this where there is a lot, I think that's when TK's at his best.
Anything else?
Have you guys talked at all about the weather and any possible changes that could come this weekend?
You had to throw that one in there, huh? So, as we all know, the weather here changes rapidly, and we've looked at it. We meet every Tuesday as an entire staff and organization, touched on it. What it's looking like is Friday. It does not look like a situation, according to my Apple app, that we'd have to ever play 2. It's really just going to be about making the decision to maybe back those 2 other games up. But as it changes, as we move forward, we'll make those. But I think we start at 7 on Friday. It doesn't look like that's going to be an issue. And, we'll start it as late as we have to. I don't think it's going to be a problem with the crowd. So, yes, but every day we get updates.